What a great summer picture. Growing numbers of divorced parents are sharing joint custody of their kids, and there seems to be an unexpected benefit to splitting up. The fathers may actually be getting better at parenting as a result.
Okay, so let's
Sure sounds like it. Joining us now is divorce expert and author Jill Brooke. Good morning, Jill.
Hi.
What do you think is contributing to making dads better parents after a split up?
Well, I think the stars have aligned. I think that we live in a culture where divorce is now more the norm, and we've learned really important lessons. First of all, the culture, by being more kid-centric, means that more fathers got involved and they had early bonding. And then when the divorce happened, they said, I'm really attached to this child, and I want to have more time with them than, let's say, a generation ago. And as a result, you see the rise of joint custody, which, by the way, now is the majority in all divorce cases.
I can see resentful ex-wives for a number of reasons. Number one, a woman might say, why didn't he cook and clean and do chores when he was with me? And the other thing is, why isn't he following my rules when I send the kid over to his house?
You know, the hardest thing for many mothers to understand and let go of is that it's not only their child, it's also the father's child. And you just have to trust that the way you parent will teach your children lessons, and the way a man may parent may be different, but they'll learn lessons from that also. And, you know, in the same way that necessity is the mother of invention, well, maybe it's that it's also the father of invention, because before they didn't have to, and now that they have this single-minded focus that I am with this child, I have to feed them, I have to take them to dentist appointments, the more attached you usually are.
Exactly right, and they have maybe little time with their children, so they make it quality time when they're together.
You know what, all the mothers that I counsel all the time admit later on, they say initially they were resistant because you want to know what, it's coming from a loving place. They just want to protect their children, because so many say, I send my naps, you know, the backpack off with new clothes, toothbrush, and menu instructions, and they come back and they've things, and you know, the child is still a part of both of you.
And it's not going to mess up the child because he or she is being parented in two different ways.
Well, you want to know what, so often we don't realize that we're living in the middle of the play and we can't reflect to the end of it. And you know, children make their own evaluations, and each parent teaches different things, and you just have to trust that the way you're doing it is the way that you feel is the best. And unfortunately in divorce you don't have control, and so many of these men say that they've been really liberated because they're no longer being critiqued.
Yeah, they can do it their way.
And they can do it their way, and it's not necessarily that one is better, it's just different.
All right, Jill Brooke, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Now let's go over to the guys.
All right.